Everyone, welcome back to Barbie Dolls of the Week. This week, by the way, just to point out, I am wearing my Wizard of Oz shirt from when I was in the Wizard of Oz some years back, or one of the versions I was in, and that's in honor of Wicked that came out this past Friday. So I hope some of you have seen it and enjoyed it. I'm sure it's a great movie. I'll see it later. I've seen enough clips that I think I really have a good idea, but I want to see the whole thing at a soon to be determined date. So, with that said, today I want to focus on some dolls that I've gotten recently and also some dolls for as we prepare for the holidays. Of course, Thanksgiving this Thursday, my favorite holiday, and then the winter holidays, Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa after that. I wanted to show some of these dolls. So let me start with this one, which is out of the box but still on its backer. And this is it's called Angel of Joy Barbie. So here it is. And now I've had a different Angel Barbie for years with a gold outfit that I forget what that's called. But this one I just got. And unfortunately the other one I have misplaced. I used to always use it at Christmas as a decoration on a table, but I haven't found it for several years at least. So I know it's around somewhere, I just don't know where. But this one is in a little bit more different colors, like this really light, I don't know if you'd consider this teal or sea foam or what you would call that. And then, of course, white and gold with these wings. She's got a really pretty face, and I guess that's a bit of a crown on the back of her head. I always thought these were really well made and designed dolls, and they just don't get a lot of credit or a lot of mention. But I think she's very pretty. So I may use her this time instead of the gold one. Maybe that's, what's this one? Angel of Joy. I don't know if that one might be Angel of Peace or something. But anyway, they're a gorgeous group of dolls. And does anybody know how many there are? I would say there may be 4. And I feel like there's one with a harp, but I'm not sure. Okay, well now moving on to, let's think about Thanksgiving for a minute. And I wanted to show you this Pilgrim Barbie that I recently got. Now I've had one for a while, but I got another one because she was like $5 or something. It's such a nice doll, but just very simple. And of course it goes along with this whole series that's, let me see what it's called, American Stories Collection. So you've got Colonial Barbie, Pilgrim Barbie, and let's see what this one is. Western Promise, I guess? Or, yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, this one's Pilgrim here in the middle. And as you see here, that little basket of corn is here, about to fall out actually. And it gives you a little tiny story, that's what these little books are. So this one's, for the Colonial Barbie, it says The Messenger Quilt, and the one next to it, Western Promise. I'm trying to remember which Barbie that one is. So if this is Pilgrim, and that's that might be Pioneer. I'm not sure, but yeah, she's really a pretty doll and a very interesting outfit of that time, I guess you could say. And also, I have this one, which, not being in the box, I'm not 100% sure which doll she is. But I think this might be the Pioneer one. I'm not sure. It's either this or the one on the back on this side where my hand is. One of these is Pioneer. I'm just not sure which. Probably this one, though, I'm thinking. So I like her outfit. I love this. Look at this detail and this pattern. And this is what I meant, I think it was a week or so ago, when I was talking about the quality of the fabrics from 80s and 90s dolls compared to today. I mean, the fabric always seems like so, and I'm talking about the Playline. These are all Playline dolls, so to speak, or that's what they were considered at the time. The fabric today tends to be cheap, and as you know, potato sack dresses, that might come in handy for Thanksgiving, but that's about it. So, yeah, she's got this apron with this little, I don't know if these are handkerchiefs or what those are exactly, but something like that in her pocket. And of course this bonnet that you see, I love this bonnet that matches that. And her little collar is a nice pink. So she kind of reminds me a little bit of Mrs. Hart from the 80s, but just a little bit. So anyway, for Thanksgiving I wanted to show those two dolls. And now I want to show another doll to go along with, I showed you some Darcy dolls, I think it was a few weeks ago. Now I've always had the blonde and the brunette, but I don't think I've ever had the redhead, and I certainly haven't had the African American, which I think might be called Dana, or Erica. One of them's Dana and one of them's Erica. But I found this redhead for a cheap price recently on eBay and decided to go ahead and bid on her, and I don't honestly think anyone else bid, so I won. And I'm going to try to do something different with her hair, but actually I don't mind it like this. Now what I do mind is this big sweater dress thing. I just don't get this. I don't think it's flattering. I don't know if this was originally hers. Does anybody know? If this wasn't hers, who did this come from? I honestly think it should be burned, but that's just me. She does have these red pants on underneath that are kind of a weird polyester or tint, I don't know, some kind of material, maybe not polyester, maybe nylon actually. It's real shiny, or at least it was, and feels like almost like umbrella material. So yeah, I want to find another dress for her, and I think she fits like the Mego Cher and Wonder Woman outfits, and I know I have some of those, so I'm going to look and see what else I could put her in. But I just really do think these dolls have very pretty faces, and now I'm so glad to have a redhead to go with my blonde and brunette, and they're nice and tall. She has on a lot of bracelets, by the way. I don't know where they all came from. I don't think they were on her originally. I'm not sure, though. Because I don't remember them having, I don't think they had earrings, and usually not a necklace, I don't think, but I'd have to look back. So I wanted to show you her. And then moving on, now this is, for those of you who watch pageants, and I'm a big pageant watcher and home judge for many, many years. Miss Universe was last Saturday, so that was always interesting. And congratulations, Miss Denmark, for winning. First ever time that Denmark won Miss Universe in 73 years, so pretty good. But this is for Miss America. And this is a line of dolls that, who was it? Kenner, you can see Kenner here, did back in the 80s, I believe. And let me double check if there's a date on here. I thought I saw a date somewhere. Oh, well, no, it says date 91. So, just starting with the back, I just want to point out this is actually Gretchen Carlson, who won whichever year she won, maybe 90, 91. She went on later, recently she owned the pageant, or ran it at least. That didn't go so well, but she's not in there anymore, I don't think. But anyway, Miss America has got, 6 different dolls, 5 actually, 5, I can count, 5. And then these, I'm not sure, let me see what these are. Tanya, Miss America, Blair, Raquel, and Devin, so that's 4 of these 5, and I guess they're doing talent, because Miss America does have the talent portion. Usually Miss Universe and Miss USA do not, because it's always been more of a beauty contest, where Miss America has been more of a scholarship contest / pageant. A lot of people don't realize that Miss America and Miss USA are not the same thing, by the way. Just FYI, they're 2 totally different pageants, and there are 2 separate people every year in those roles. So this is Miss America, beautiful in every way, it says. I don't know that these dolls are as beautiful as Barbie, for instance. I mean, if we look at the face, and again, I got this for like $5, so I just couldn't resist. She's okay, is all I would say. The outfits tend to be really big and fluffy, like you see on the back here. And actually, I bought this with someone in mind that I may end up giving this to, so I'm probably not going to keep this. But obviously, it's not a hot seller on eBay. So if you look at these gowns, these are very representative, most of them, of gowns that I don't tend to like, this big, billowy bottom part. And hers is maybe not so billowy, but it's got this on it, which is, I don't know, I guess that's better than the billowy. I do kind of like the top of her dress, and the long skirt type part is fine too. But you just can't really see that here very well, what it would actually look like. But on the back, it does, I think it looks better. And it kind of reminds me of, what is that, Jewel Secret's Barbie's outfit, or dress, I mean, in a way. Just, of course, in different colors and different materials, but it's sort of that similar look. And this one is okay. Let me see it closer up. Yeah, they're just very billowy type. Everything is billowy, billowy. I mean, she's actually, the one I got, which is Raquel, is actually one of the best as far as the outfit. And, of course, it says Miss America, so I guess she won. And it says with winning swimsuits. With winning swimsuits. Yeah, I think that's what that says. By the way, they all wear crowns, which is kind of appropriate because, of course, when you go to Miss America or Miss USA, you've already won your state pageant. So they do have a crown. And so, yeah, she's got earrings on. She's got sort of a shimmery glove-like situation, or maybe those are just sleeves. So I think she's fun. She's pretty. I just don't think the face is as pretty. And it's very cartoony. I mean, back then that was kind of not so uncommon. It was pretty common. So, yeah, that's the Miss America doll that I've got. And then today, another doll I want to show you is this one, which is the newest Asha doll that I got. I think this one, on eBay, it wasn't too expensive. It says hair, jewel, necklace, and belt in one. Oh. Glittery gown becomes mini dress and jacket. Oh, how interesting. So, it somehow goes from that to that. I think it just looks like it goes up, maybe. It folds up. I'm not sure. But it's definitely changeable, in that regard. And by the way, I meant to say on that Miss America doll, the swimsuit is the top part of the dress that she's already wearing, I believe. This is again from 91, or box date 91. Now here's a picture on the back of the 3 dolls in this set. And this one is the one here on this end. Excuse me. So it says, a world of beauty, fun, and success. Let's see. Shani means marvelous in Swahili, and marvelous she is. With her friends Asha and Michelle, Shani brings to the special style and beauty of the African American woman, is what it says on the back. And I don't remember if there was a particular Mattel designer, and by the way, these are from Mattel, if you didn't know. It says that on the back. Look for Shani fashions. Barbie fashions also fit Shani and her friends. Shani, Asha, and Michelle invite you into their glamorous world to share fun and entertainment of being a top model. Imagine appearing on magazine covers, etc. So yeah, she was supposed to be a top model or a fashion model. And I think these were nicely made. Now, I do believe... So to me, these dolls were a step up. Here again, let's look at the back. From some of the earlier African American dolls, that they look more realistic in their features, but still they weren't as realistic as the sew-in style line that came out in, like, I want to say 2009, and then went on for several years at least. That's just such a great line, that sew-in style line, that it's hard to beat, in my opinion. Now, I will say Bill Greening did a really good job on the 40th anniversary first Black Barbie reissue, or what do they call that? And it's not a reproduction. Just to honor it, they did a doll to honor the 1980 doll in 2020 that it came out, which I have one here at home. Actually, wait a minute. I've got her right here. Here she is. Let me show you her. Now, if you want a much more realistic looking African American doll, it's this one. I mean, I'm just focusing on the face right now. And I do like the hair, of course, and the dress that he did. And, of course, that's honoring this doll from 1980, who I have in the other room. So let me see what they called it. Well, they just call it 40th anniversary doll. So, again, it's not a reproduction. It's sort of a reimagining of the doll and a modernizing. And I just love it. I actually love this doll more than the one from 1980 that was designed, I think, by Kitty Black Perkins. I just think, again, this is a more modern one, and if you look at the faces of the two dolls I'm talking about right here, then you see this one is much more realistic looking than this, and I just like that better. But believe me, I like both dolls. There's no doubt about that. And it's just, I'm glad they did that, in 2020, and it came out, whenever, I assume in 2020. And then it does say on here, no more than 20,000 worldwide. So this was a limited edition doll, and I think it said that somewhere. I thought I saw that. So yeah, just wanted to share that as well while we were talking about that. Now, back to this Shani doll for a minute, or actually Asha. No, it is Shani. What am I saying? Shani doll. I do like a lot of the colors they use, and these are interesting dresses. And again, because it was early 90s, things were really big and poofy, and it just, sometimes it worked better than others, and I think in this case it works better than some of the others that you see. Now, this dress is definitely not one of my favorites, but these two are not as objectionable, let's say. And I think part of it is the color combination. So, well, everyone, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving and a safe week ahead. I know we're going to have possibly some winter kind of weather, so I'm not looking forward to that. But I'm just looking forward to having some time with family and some time off after the next 3 days when I work, Monday through Wednesday of this week, but then off for 4 days. So looking forward to that. And with that, I will see you next time on Barbie Dolls of the Week. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't, and check that bell for notifications. I'll see you next time on Barbie Dolls of the Week.